What color do you think? What color do you think when it is, what color would you use when it's angry?
Angry.
What color would that be?
Red.
Red. Oh, how about you? Around. Yeah, what color would that be?
Red.
You also red. Wow. Made me feel like it's a little, like a volcano kind of a color, right? Boom. And then what happened next? Oh, let's see. Oh, when little bunny excited, he opens his mouth wide and speaks loudly. So exciting. Wow, something's just so exciting and little bunny is excited. What do you do when you are excited? Do you jump up and down? Yes.
I sometimes go out of control, but mostly I do not go out of control. When I'm too excited, I go out of control.
Wow, that sounds very exciting. And Zoe has something to share with us. Yes, what do
I
you
jump
do?
up and down.
You jump up and down. Can you show me? How do you do that? Yeah, maybe we should all do that together. Jump up and down, up and down. We're all very excited, right? Wow, thank you. That is so exciting. And then, oh no, what do you think? What's this emotion? How does little Bun feel? Oh, little Bun is a little bit worried. When little Bun is worried, he frowns and doesn't feel like talking. Oh, would that be you? What do you do? Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Sometimes when I'm worried, I go scared. I guess.
Oh, like that, huh? Okay. How about Zoe? Would you like to share? Oh, a little bit worried that we're not going to look. Yeah, I know. Is that interesting? How do we say that? Worried in Mandarin. 担心. Wow, so for Mandarin, it's like a hanging heart, like a heart is hanging somewhere. So it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So let's keep going. When little bunny is surprised, he opens his eyes wide and loudly says, wow, wow, wow. Can you open your mouth really wide when you're very surprised? Can you show me how you surprised you are? Oh, exactly. Wow. You are very excited. Wow. That's why we're all here having so much fun. And then dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. What do you think? What's happening? How does he feel right now? When the little bun is scared, he closes his eyes and quietly says, it's very scary. Oh, hi, pa. Hi, pa. Can you show me? What do you do when you are scared? Yeah, I think so, right? And then, not always like that. Ooh, how about now? When little bunny is brave, he takes a deep breath and says, I can do it. Wow, have you done something like that? So brave? What is that? Yeah. I once went onto the roller coaster. I thought I was really brave. Have you done anything you feel like so brave? You say, I can do it. Yeah. Yes? Ayan.
Like talking and like playing in a play because I was feeling so scared because I played in a play in preschool. Well, but then I was gonna play in a movie at school for drama.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
That was brave.
That was brave. Well, can we give Avian a very big hand? Big hands. Wow. Thank you for being so brave. Yeah. Zoe, do you want to tell us?
When I went on a ride, I was so brave.
Oh, I think we need to give Zoe a big hand as well. Wow. Thank you for being so brave. Should we keep going? And little bun. Oh, sometimes the little bun is a little bit shy. So when little bun is shy, he puts his head down and doesn't talk. I do that. Why sometimes I do that? Do you do that? Do you feel shy sometimes? And it's okay to be shy, right? Because we don't know our new friends, maybe it's a new place. So it's okay. What color would you give when you feel shy? What color do you see when you're kind of shy? Yes, Zoe.
Yellow.
Yellow. Oh, that's the color. How about Avian? What color?
Yeah, maybe a little blue and yellow.
A little blue and a little yellow. I like that. Yeah, how do you say your name? Do I say it right? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Wow, little bun is so busy with all those emotions, right? Throughout the day, we feel differently. Uh-oh, now. What happened? Look at him. When little bun is angry, he shakes his head and loudly says, no, no, no. Uh-oh. Yes. Fabienne, what do you have to share with us?
Now, sometimes I was like, no, 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 no.
Wow, I can see that. How do you calm down when you're angry? How do you do that?
By just doing something I like. Just like playing video games.
Oh, so you have a way, okay, to calm down. How about Zoe? Do you want to share something? Not now. Okay, we're gonna keep going, okay? And then, oh, when little bun is sad, he tears up and says, "Hug me, hug me." 小包子伤心的时候，流着眼泪，哭着说：抱抱我，抱抱我。Ooh, I think that's a good phrase to learn in Mandarin. Hug me. Can you try to say that? Just listen. 抱抱我，抱抱我。Do you want to try? 抱抱我，抱抱我。Yeah, let's hug me. Do you think you need a hug sometimes when you're really sad? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. But now, oh. When little bun is tired, he rubs his eyes and quietly says, I'm tired and I want to sleep. But sometimes when you're so tired, you don't know, you don't feel like to go to bed, right? But I think the good way is to, yes, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. What do you do when you are tired? Yes, everyone.
When I'm doing work, I'm just like, and I'm so tired, I'm like,
I like that. That is so true, right? I feel like to do that too sometimes. Yeah. But I also have a little pillow, a little stuffed animal. Sometimes it will come with me. So now I ask you this question. How about you, Nina? Okay. When you are happy, what do you do? What do you say? Can you tell me? Wow. So this is the book that you can talk with your friends, your family, and your mom and dad, and your siblings. Yes, Evian.
I was like, yay, yay, yay.
That's when you're so happy, yeah? You share with everybody, right? I really enjoy reading this story with all of you. And then at the end, there are words in English and Chinese, and you can use the QR code to listen to the story in Mandarin. And the book is very special because this is a book, like I said, co-authored with my daughter, and she is the illustrator for all the little buns, and it shares the journey of our family's bilingual family journey, that how we feel every day when she's learning Mandarin, learning English, being at school, being at home, and all the fun things and all the sad things, all the exciting things we do every time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask me. One question, maybe? Yes, everyone.
What is curious?
Curious. You said curious? When little bun is curious? Do you know what that is? I think I jumped to that page. There is a word for curious. And then, do you want to know how to say that? Or do you want to
I actually wanted to know the meaning of curious.
curious? Oh, because you want to know more. That's when you are curious, right? That's a great question. When little bun is curious, he squints his eyes and loudly asks, why?
Oh,
Yeah, he wants to ask why. That's a curious question. I love it. Thank you so much. Yes, Zoe. Yeah, I'm ready for you. I think I have a friend coming to join you because I think this little friend is also very curious. Are you curious? Yes? What do you want to share with me? But thank you so much. Maybe the question will come back, but we haven't other authors ready to read you more interesting stories. So I am just going to say, are you ready for the next story? Yes, and you all get a little big kiss from the giraffe. Mwah. Here we go. All right, thank you so much. Next, we have Ross with us, and she's going to share a beautiful story with all of us. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I am based out of Qatar, which is in the Middle East. So it is like 10:30 for me. So it is very, very late and well past my bedtime. But here I am because I want to share my little book called See You Soon with you. Okay. So it is about this little boy. Wait, where is he? Yeah, it's about this little boy and his mom. And I wrote it for my son when I had to go back to work and he had to go to his daycare. So let's jump straight into it. Just to check with everyone, can you see the book the correct way or is it mirrored for you? It's all right. That's great. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this page has the dedication which says, it is for my son because he's the best thing that's happened to me, just like you little ones are the best thing that's happened to your parents. And we love you so much. So it was my son who made me, inspired me. And I'm sure all of these amazing authors to write, these stories. Okay, so here goes. It says, a big hug and a kiss. So that's mama's has to go. So bye bye, my baby. I love you so much. See you soon, said mama as she went away. So that's what she says when she drops you off to school or preschool and she has to go away for some time to do other things, right? She says, bye bye, see you soon, and I love you very much. When mama works, I learn and play, looked after by those who adore me, teachers, grandparents, or my nanny. So sometimes we can't be with our mom, but we're always with somebody else who takes very, very good care of us, right? Who wants to tell me, Avian, who takes care of you when your mom's busy?
if I'm at school, my teacher.
Correct. And what about you, my little girl? What do you do? Who takes care of you when mama's busy?
My dad.
Yeah, we have a super dad at home too. Okay, so some days, children can be taken care of by different people, right? So some days I spend time with my grandparents. So yummy ice cream, giant hugs, and taking turns on the swing. Some days I stay with my nanny. She kisses my boo-boos and wipes my tears, taking such good care of me. So, but this is the most important thing I want you to remember. Mama's not here with me right now, and that's okay. I know she loves me more than words can say. So even if your mom's not with you right now, that's okay. Remember, you're the most important thing in her life. We both cried when she first waved by, but slowly, she and I learned to be fine. I was scared that she might forget me, but she always came back at the end of the day, right? She always comes back for you at the end of the day. Your mom will always come back for you. Look at this. Look at all the things she's doing. I miss my mama a lot, but she makes me very proud, always being the best that she can be. So she is, wait, where's my camera? Yeah. She is working, she's cooking with you, she's playing with you in the park. She does so many cool things. My friends and I love to talk about mommy and to share stories about how awesome she is. What does she do? My teacher asked. So one of them said, mine is a doctor. One of them said, my mom volunteers at the shelter. My mom is a chef. My mom is a lawyer. Somebody does research. Some moms are engineers. See, we can all be like cool. We can do cool things, like our moms. Can you see how cool they are? And some of them work at home too. So all of us, no matter what we do, we love you very, very much. Well, they're all super moms and super amazing, said the teacher. They are fierce and strong and so lovely, each wonderful in their own way. Some go to a workplace like an office, while others stay at home. Wherever they are, they work really, really hard. Whether we are in the office or whether we're taking care of the house, both are very, very important jobs and both are very, very difficult jobs. But through it all, you mean the world to us. Some days I still feel sad when mama has to drop me off, but playing with my friends always cheers me up. We build blocks, race cars, and cook on our kitchen set, right? Some days when you get up in the morning and you have to go to school, you don't want to do that. You want to cuddle with mama and stay home. But we have to go to school, and it's sad. But then we cheer up because we've got friends and we have a lot of fun. At the nursery, where little kids go, like the daycare or preschool, we enjoy learning together. Circle time, splish splash, and getting messy with paints too. But remember this, Mama may be busy, but I'm always on her mind. I cannot wait for her to get here. Mama and me, we make the best team, correct? You and your mama always make the best team. And at the end of the day, when she comes in through the door, I run to her with glee. Her face gives me joy, and I make her heart smile. That's right. You always make your mama's heart smile. No matter how tired she is, seeing your face is the best medicine ever. We are a family, but there are others too. So mamas can go to work and do a lot of things because we have the help and support of so many amazing people. Helping hands that support us, keeping us safe and happy, cheering as mama reaches for the sky. We eagerly wait for the holidays, full of excitement and heaps of cuddles, fun, and laughter from morning to night. So do you wait for your holidays? Avian, you want to tell me what you do on your holidays with your family?
Sometimes there's one reason I like holidays more than school. I get to see my friends more.
Okay. And there's giggles and tickles and dancing away, being so silly with your mama till the moon shines bright. A big yawn, a snuggle, and a bedtime story. Good night, sleep tight, my darling child, said Mama. Close your eyes and dream of wonders tonight. I love you today, tomorrow, and ever after. I love you too, Mama. I say, right? You tell your mama you love her too? If you haven't had a chance yet, after I finish, don't forget to tell your mama that you love her very, very much. I close my eyes and fall asleep, eager to see what tomorrow brings. And the day ends just like it began, with a hug and a kiss. And there are some tips, but these are for grown-ups, so I will not bore you with it. So grown-ups, parents, if you want to know how to make this easy, this transition easy for your child, how to deal with separation anxiety in an easier way, please pick up a copy of See You Soon. It is available on Amazon and multiple other platforms. Aditi Singh, who is today's organizer, has actually been my mentor, taking me through this journey and publishing this book. And she supported all of us through this journey. So thank you so much, Aditi. And thank you so much for all of you listening. If anyone has questions, I'll be very happy to answer them. Avian, do you have anything to ask me?
No, thanks.
Okay. See, that's nice.
Such an important topic. I love it because I remember the first day of school of my kids and such a beautiful story to share. Is it why you wrote the story for your boy because of he was ready to go to school?
He went to daycare from when he was like 4 months old. And then we had to change daycares when he was 2.5 years old. And that made him really upset because he knew he was going to miss me and he was going to be away from me. And I was crying and he was crying and it was a whole bunch of tears. So then that's why this book was born. And I hope it helps families like it helped us.
Wow. I
Yeah.
think that has a personal connection. It's always wonderful to hear the behind the scenes story.
Okay, I'm going to mute and switch off my camera right now to wipe my.
No, I have one more question for you, Dilraj, before you go out. I know.
Ask, please.
When we were working on this book, I know that it was, and it's always an emotional journey for authors, especially when the books are born of our experiences. I had a submitted question I wanted to ask you is that what was the most difficult page for you to write? I mean, the whole book is always difficult, but what was the most difficult page for you?
I think it's the pages where, the child is talking about being away from mom, like I still miss her when she's away. And, even the pages where she says, I'm proud of, where the child says, I'm proud of you. I mean, they might not necessarily understand those words, but I know that they're thinking them, that I know that, going forward as they grow up, this will resonate that, she loves me, but she has to do the things that she has to do because she's also important. And I think those were difficult pages. And when I saw the artwork, I definitely cried a lot. As you can see me tearing up right now too. So
it's a wonderful journey. I also remember that, and this is, I'm sure many authors can relate to, is when I wanted to show the page. I have the book. I don't have it pulled up. But when Dilraj was working on the mother aspect, what do you call the mother? Like, because so many mothers deal with it. Like a lot of people have this misconception that, oh, this book is for working mothers. All mothers are working. So we had, like, I think the conversation went on for days that, how do we address every mother, whether she's working from home and, and it was so beautifully shown. And I would love Dilraj to show those pages before we move on to the next author and share a little bit about that discussion, because I would love for the children to understand that every mother is a working mother, and it's so important to understand that journey when the kids go off to kindergarten or preschool or whatever it is.
Wow, so it's beautiful when we can see the illustration online. Oh, your voice,
Dilraj, you're
audio.
mute. Sorry.
Yeah. So the teacher in the school is asking, the kids about their mom. And so what does she do? She asks. And then
I think the page is,
the kids are talking about all of these, great professions. And can you see the screen change?
No, it's stuck.
Okay.
I think we might as well just show it on the book.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I think that might actually be better. Let me come back here. Or I'll just share my screen, which is the easiest way to do this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now I think you can see the changing, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the teacher is asking about mommy and the different kids. One thing I really enjoy, love about my own book, even if I say so myself, is that we've tried really hard to be, diverse in how in the representation, because I believe it is important for every child to see themselves a little bit, at least, in each of the books. So we've tried to include different nationalities, different ethnicities, different different races, and try to make it as diverse as possible in the context that we were in. And so the kids are talking about their moms, and then this page really gets to me. So about they're all super moms and super amazing. Admire the teacher. They're fierce and strong and also lovely, each wonderful in their own way. And this is important because we have to stress that not every mom is the same. And then we go on to say, and this is, you can see it in the pictures here as well. Some go to a workplace while others stay at home. Wherever they are, every mama works hard, and this is also a very important message that our kids should learn as they grow up, that you don't have to go to an office to work hard. The work at home is immense, and it's a lot of work, even if you're not going to a workplace. So that's why we made sure that we were reaching out to every mom while we were writing this book.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so lovely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It's just a beautiful presentation. I think that you really make mom's job is not just outside of the house, but also when you are home, you are also working, you have a profession. Yeah, thank you. And I see Kamapala raised hand with a question.
I just wanted to know how old your son is, and when he saw the book, what was his reaction?
So he's 7.5 now, going into year 3. But when this book was published, he was 5.5. When the idea, when he moved nurseries, he was 2.5. When that was the toughest period for me. And, then I had the idea, and, serendipity took me to Aditi, and, here we are many, many years later. So he loves the book. It's still one of his favorite books. He takes it to school. It's actually there in his school library. And every time he goes to the library, he tries to get that to class and show off and, say, this is my mom's book. And this is me, the little boy in that, he knows it's him. So he loves it. And I have a 2-year-old daughter as well. So she, has started picking the book up as well. So that makes me really, really happy.
Beautiful. Wow. Thank you so much. And
my pleasure. Thank you so much. And, my time is up. I don't want to eat into anybody else's time. So thank you so much for listening to me. And I hope you enjoyed my book. Let's hear from some more fabulous authors.
Yes. So next in line is Kamapala. And we're ready for you.
Dilraj, if you could just stop sharing your screen. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Yay.
Sending so much love from London.
Beautiful.
Sorry, we're right in the middle of the day as well. Like the kids they've gone to bed. I really wanted them to stay up, but we had such a long day, so they're tired, unfortunately. But thankfully, we do have a recording, yes? So they will be able to watch this afterwards. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Amanda, you're going to be such a darling and help me share your screen. But before we do, I'm going to be reading from my book today called Kind OB. But Amanda is going to help me share her screen.
Yes.
We're going to talk about myself, and we're going to read the book. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are going to get ready, and then you can look at the screen so we can see the presentation. Give me a few minutes. Yes, I'm going to present it so it's easier. Hold on, it takes a little bit of time.
Sorry, everyone. I just wanted to make it much easier by making a presentation.
Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay.
Yay, we did it. Well done, Amanda. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to talk through this. My name is Kamapala Chukuka. It's a bit of a mouthful, but everyone calls me Kami. I do really love my name. It's such an easy name to pronounce, and it's so unique. So for the kids with us today, can you say Kamapala?
Kamapala.
Kamapala.
Yes, thank you. That's how easy my name is. Thank you, Amanda. Next, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Yay. I am from Cameroon. Does anyone know what continent Cameroon is in? Yes, Avian? No? Okay, well, we're going to find out today. I'm sure the adults know this, but hey, for the fact we're here to teach our kids about diversity. And hey, now you get to meet a woman from Cameroon. Where's Cameroon in? Let's see, what continent?
Africa.
Yay! Well done, Zozo. I'm so proud of you for that answer. It is in Africa. Well done, Zoe. That was a very, very big answer because I was about to reveal it and you got it. It is in Africa. Can you move on to the next slide for me, please? Thank you. Let's see where in Africa, though. Where is Cameroon in Africa? Let's see. Thank you. So yes, you are absolutely spot on. Cameroon is in Africa, in West Africa to be precise. And we do speak French and English. Donc je parle juste un peu français. That was me saying I speak a little bit of French. And that's how far it goes. I don't speak any more of that. But I do love, the fact that we are a bilingual country and we have other countries as well. Like, have you heard of a country called Nigeria? It's a very popular country. Yes, Avian, have you heard of Nigeria before? Yes. What about you, Zoe? You've heard of Nigeria? No? Well, it's a very, very popular Africa country, and we are right next to them. Thank you, Amanda. I am a mom of 3 boys. Well, my last one is not as young as he used to be, but that's Andrew, my oldest one with the glasses. My middle one is called Ethan, and that's my baby, Oli. Apart from being their mom, I also run a digital marketing company called Inspired Creative Hub. Thank you. I have written 3 books so far. Mommy's Love for You Will Always Be, Emma's Gift, and Kind Obi. But today we're going to read Kind Obi. Thank you, Amanda. I think I need to hurry up the process. I'm sorry. I just don't want us to take too much time. Okay, so we're going to read about Obi. And Obi is a little boy from Nigeria. Now, his name, Obi, is from a tribe in Nigeria called the Igbo tribe. And his name translates to heart. So if you read the title of my book, you could almost say kind heart, because that's Obi. Obi in Igbo, in Nigerian language, Igbo means heart. So kind heart is the title of my book. Well, kind Obi. Obi is his name, but it just means kind heart. Are you ready to hear the story, guys? Yay, let's go, Amanda. What would you like to be when you grow up? Miss Kaja asked the class. The room was silent as the children thought about the answers. Right, so I'm going to pause there and just ask quickly. So what would you like to be when you grow up? Do you know?
Astronaut.
No way. That is my answer when I was growing up. But then, hey, who knows? I could just be an astronaut writer right now. So yeah, that's a fabulous answer. I love it. And do you know what? I have a good feeling. I feel like you're going to be an astronaut because you just seem like somebody who puts their mind to what they can do. I feel it. I have a really good feeling about that answer. Well done. I love that answer. Yes, Avian, what would you like to be?
I'll be an engineer because I used to create a lot of stuff. I even created a coin robot.
Oh my goodness. We've got some real superstars in the house. Engineer, astronaut.
And I kind of also studied some space.
Okay, well, we might have 2 astronauts, an engineer astronaut, isn't it? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because you're gonna.
Well, I also had engineering class, and I made like a book myself.
No, you have to share that with me.
But there's no words. You have to. It's an imaginary book, so you have to just look at the pictures.
You know what? I'd still love to see it. Would you promise to send that to me afterwards?
I think I lost it.
Well, you know what? It's an imaginary book, so you might just find it again right there. It can't be lost, can it? If you thought about it, you can definitely think about it again. Don't you think so?
Well, I just wrote some pictures to give you the ideas.
Okay, sounds fabulous. Thank you so much. I really loved your answers. Zoe and Avian, those were really brilliant answers. Should we see what the other children thought they would love to be? Should we move on to the next page, please? Then Bella raised her hand and said, I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Miss Kaja smiled and replied, that's lovely, Bella. Jamal shouted, I want to be a doctor. Other answers from the children included a firefighter, an actor, an astronaut, a mom, a writer, a footballer. Oh, do you guys say soccer player in America? Yes, a scientist, a musician, a pilot. Thank you, Amanda. The children went on one after the other, except Obi. Miss Kaja walked up to him with a reassuring smile and asked, "What about you, Obi? What would you like to be?" Obi had whispered, "I would like to be kind." Miss Kaja beamed. "That is very sweet, Obi. My grandma says I can be anything I want to be, but the most important thing is to be kind," Obi added. Do you agree? Do you think being kind is very important? Yes, Avian? Zoe, do you agree that being kind is very important? Yes? Do you think
Yes.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
But I'm supposed to be kind at school.
I 100% agree with that. We all should be kind. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Indeed, Obi, answered Miss Kaja. We all should try to be kind, shouldn't we, class? Yes, Miss Kaja, the children answered loudly. Indeed, being kind is very important. Obi loved being kind. His mom often said he had a big heart because he always tried his best to put others first. Obi also loved having a big heart and making others happy. His dad often reminded him that one good way to be kind is by using your manners to say please and thank you. Do you say please and thank you? If someone gives you something, do you say please and thank you? If you want something, yes? Do you use your manners? I think it's really important. And well done for using your manners. Well done. Obi always used his manners. At the supermarket, he thanked the checkout lady while his mom was on her phone. Obi was thoughtful and considerate of others, but being kind wasn't always so easy. Sometimes Obi had to be really brave to show kindness. Like the time Tim made fun of Raj's turban, Obi was scared to speak up in case Tim made fun of him too. But Obi knew his big heart would be sad if he didn't speak up. Luckily, Tim didn't make a fuss and apologized to Raj straight away. Being kind sometimes meant being patient. When Kayla jumped ahead of Obi in the lunch queue, he didn't make a big deal out of it. The teachers at school loved Obi because he was always ready and willing to help. For example, Obi was right there when Miss Kaja needed help to set up for lessons. Another time, he helped Mr. Jackson tidy up after arts and craft. Being kind made Obi happy. However, sometimes it meant sacrifice. Now, that's a big word, but we're going to find out what it means really soon. One time, Mom made a tasty mango pie. There was one piece left, and Obi wanted it, but he knew his little brother did too. So he let him have it. Should we talk about sacrifice for a little bit there? Do you sometimes give up something even when you know you really want it, but you know that somebody else wants it more? Do you sometimes let them have it? Like if you're playing with a toy at school and sometimes a friend wants it, but you want to play with it too, do you sometimes let them have it? Yeah, yes, so.
I always give Bodhi one half and me the other.
Your little brother?
Yeah.
That just makes me so emotional. That is such a sweet thing to do, honestly. It's kindness, small things that we do for other people, even when, sometimes we really want that thing, but then we feel like somebody else wants it more. Thank you. That is so lovely. Yes, Avian.
Why would you just want everything? What if you get it again?
So they'd all eaten the mango pie, but then there was just one piece left. So somebody wanted to have it, somebody needed to have it, and he wanted it just as much as his little brother. It was because it was the last piece. That's why he wanted it.
Well, Like, why would he even have to take all the pieces of pie? Because what if his mom makes it again?
She probably did. I'm sure she made it many times afterwards, but it was just in that particular instant, it was one piece left, and he wanted it as well as his little brother.
Okay.
Great questions, by the way. Really, really sharp mind. It was almost kindness week at Obi's school. That week, the children and the teacher would perform random acts of kindness, both in school and outside of school. The children would each fill out a journal describing the random acts of kindness they had performed. Thank you, Miss Amanda. We've read, we are, let's see what page were we at. Keep going. Keep going. More. Yes, and that next one. Thank you. Obi was nervous about what he should write in his journal during Kindness Week. He was known to be kind, thoughtful, and used his manners already. What acts of kindness could he perform to fill his journal for 7 whole days? He couldn't write, on the first day, I said please and thank you. Nope, that certainly wouldn't be good enough. It would have to be much bigger and kinder. I'm worried about Kindness Week, Obi exclaimed. There's no need to worry, his mom replied. Just remember what Grandma always tells us, that being kind isn't hard. All it takes is doing little unexpected things to show that you care. Remember, no act of kindness is ever too small. I'm trying to do a dad voice, but I'm rubbish at it. Sorry. Remember, no act of kindness is ever too small to make a difference. Tiny as they may seem, they all add up to make a huge impact. His dad added. Obi thanked his parents who had helped him realize what course of action he should take. He would do what he already did best, share his big heart wherever he went. Obi wrote in his journal every day during Kindness Week, and this is what he wrote. Let's go. At the supermarket, I gave the sales assistant a big smile and a cheerful thank you when she checked out our shopping. At the dentist, I held the door for an old lady and her cute Labrador dog. I brought freshly baked cookies to Mike, the homeless man who sits by the station entrance. I made a bird feeder and filled it with water, yummy seeds for the birds to enjoy. I gathered up litter in the park, helping to make it sparkling clean. I made my bed and put away my toys before Mom asked. Do you sometimes help Mommy tidy up before she says you should? I'm so proud of you guys. We got like some truly exceptional kids. The reason why I put this part in my book is because my boys, when they were younger, maybe, because now they help. But yes, I had to put that part in there because I know I'm always like, tidy up, pick up after you. I've got 3 boys. I'm always the mom who's constantly saying tidy up. So yeah, I had to sneak that bit in. Like, learn from Obi. Don't you let me be talking all the time. So yes, that was why I put that bit in there. I wrote a thank you note to Tim, the friendly postman, for bringing us the mail. Before long, Kindness Week had come to an end. The children had all done an amazing job with their kindness journal. They each received a prize as a reward. Miss Kaja was very proud of the children, and she had one more act of kindness in store for the kids. They'd all be going they'll all be going on a trip to see the big circus that was coming to town. The end. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, kindness, right? It's such an important virtue, I believe. I can see we're all shaking our heads because, hey, if we were all kinder, the world would be a lot more better. So that's why I wrote Kind will be just helping kids remember, the small things. It doesn't have to be massive. Small things that we do that make a big difference to somebody's day. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I'll take questions if you have any. If not, I'll be very happy to listen to another fabulous story by our next author. Oh, yes, Avian, of course. Yes, I can see your hand up.
So I also want to said that sometimes, but sometimes I need someone to tell me what's wrong in order to fix the problem. Because then I just don't know what to do.
You know what? You've been such. Where are your parents? Hats off to you guys. You're raising such an amazing boy right there. You know what? Even just the honesty, right? It's kindness, to be honest, right? The parents in the room are agreeing, like, yeah, we could all do with some, honest children. That's such a wonderful thing to say. But the most amazing thing is when you've got parents like yours who are there to guide you. See how Obi was really worried about Kindness Week, and see how Mommy just reminded him of the small things that we can do. That's why you've got amazing parents who are there to just guide you. So you don't really have to worry about having the answers for now, thankfully, because trust me, you will want to be small again when you're all grown up and there's no one to tell you what to do. So yes, you've got amazing parents who will always be there to help you. Yes. Yes, to my fabulous author who just read.
Yeah, any more questions? Oh, I see, Deras, you have a question.
Yes, Deras has a question for me.
Yeah, just a quick question. I loved the illustrations, so I want to sort of understand what your thought process was. And also, hello, you're the first person from Cameroon that I've met, so that's very exciting. And thank you for represent and showing us a bit into how alike we are, and while celebrating our differences as well. So tell me about your illustrations. What were you thinking when you were working with your illustrations?
Sorry to interrupt you right there. Sorry, you were still saying something. But yes, I was so quick to answer it because you had already said it in your previous, when you were reading your book, you were talking about diversity. And the reason why I even started writing, to be quite honest with you, is I never in my wildest dream wanted to write books for children. Nope, I wasn't that mom. But here in the UK, we have a serious lack. We have a lack of diversity on the shelves in our schools, in our libraries. And that was why I started writing, because when my kids were young, I couldn't find these books. Even when they were there, they were either not age appropriate or really very, very heavily stereotypical, So if we can just show our kids in a positive light. And the reason why I do it is not just for children that look like me. I feel that children that don't look like me should have variety in the books that they read, not of the same people, the same. We need variety, right? We all love variety. We love the fact that we can hear a story about how to deal with, separation anxiety, or learn a little bit of Mandarin. Hello. We love variety. So yes, that's why I chose those illustrations to add some diversity in the books that children get to read. Here in the UK, we're so lacking in it, so lacking. So yes, I'm really grateful that I found other authors. One of the things I'm definitely going to do is promoting your books, because I really love that we get to have this platform where we share diversity. Thank you, girls, so much, all of you.
This is just really beautiful. Wow, this is so exciting. So we're now, thank you so much, Kamapala, and from UK. And then we are going to have another wonderful story. And let's welcome Shito.
Hi, everyone. How are you? I hope you all are enjoying. Thank you for having me. I'm Sheetal Shah, and I'm the author of Shakti Girls. Came out just a few months ago in March. And Shakti Girls is a collection of biographical poems about inspiring women from India. And I was inspired to write this book because I was a history teacher for about 15 years. And I was always looking for stories of women from all different parts of the world to bring into the classroom. And I often struggled to find the right resources. And I really wanted to bring in stories of women that reflected my identity and heritage. And I often fell short. And so I thought one day I would write a book celebrating these stories and the achievements that they made. And so today I'm excited to be able to read a few of the poems. I wish I could read all of them, but I will read a few of the poems to you and we'll chat along the way. So I'm going to share my screen. And while I'm doing that, I wanted to ask, does anyone know what the word Shakti means? Does anyone know? Dilraz? Oh no, Avyan, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Power.
Yes, very good. Yes. So in Hindi, simply said, the word Shakti means power. And I believe everyone has Shakti within themselves, right? And your Shakti can appear or manifest in different ways. It can appear as your intellect, your intellectual curiosity. I know we talked about that word before. It can appear as a talent or a passion. So, like if you like to juggle, if you're really good at juggling, or if you love to bake or play soccer, right? Those could be part of your Shakti. And it can also appear as how compassionate you are towards others. It could be the love that you show to others. So your Shakti can appear in a lot of different ways. And I believe everyone is born with their own unique Shakti. So I'm going to read to you a couple of poems of women who demonstrate and show their Shakti in different ways. And let's see here. Let's go to view slideshow. There we go. So the first woman is Kalpana Chawla. She was a legendary astronaut born in March 17th, 1962. She died February 1st, 2003, and she was from Haryana, India. Y'all ready? With airplanes and rockets among the bright moon and stars, Kalpana went to space and journeyed so far. Born in Haryana, nicknamed Montu, Kalpana she picked, creative, it's true. Delighted by planes as a young child, she and her father watched them fly in style. She loved aeronautics, her major in college, despite hearing for girls it's useless knowledge. She stayed strong in her goals and moved to the US to earn a PhD, wondrous no less. Now, Dr. Chawla, astronaut for NASA, had her first mission, left the whole world in awe. With hundreds of orbits and hours in space, she's the first Indian woman in a cosmic place. Her impact on Earth was felt far and wide. Girls' summer at NASA, a gift she'd provide. Her second trip on the shuttle ended tragically. She is now remembered heroically. A Congressional Space Medal of Honor, schools in her name, her impact made longer. She taught all girls, be neither, that means fearless in Hindi, be neither of trying, stretch to new heights and dream of flying. So with every poem and illustration, there is an activity to help review, that's the teacher in me, to help review what this person was all about. And so there is a search and find activity. You can see it maybe on the bottom right-hand corner. And some of the images to find are a rocket. Do you all see a rocket in the portrait? Yep, right. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but it's there, right on her, over her right shoulder. Or I guess if you're like up at the left top, left-hand side. And so that rocket, right, tells us that she had a passion for things that flew, right? Airplanes and rockets. Does anyone see the NASA badge? Yep, all the way down on her spacesuit. Awesome. How is she connected to NASA again? Can someone remind me? I forgot.
She's an astronaut.
Yes. And Avian, you had your hand up, right? Sorry.
Sorry, Evian. Sorry, I was looking for you. I couldn't find you.
Go ahead, Avian.
She was an astronaut.
Yeah, she was an astronaut and she worked for NASA. Very good. Good. And then there's also an astronaut in the background. Do you all see it? Awesome. Over there it is, over her right shoulder or over her left shoulder. Okay. I will move on to the next page. There we go. Shakuntala Devi, mathematical mastermind. She was born November 4th, 1929, and she died April 21st, 2013. She was from Karnataka, India. Equations, cubes, roots, and puzzles. Oh my, Shakuntala is a genius, a one of a kind. Karnataka is where she was born and raised. Poverty meant her schooling was constrained. She traveled with her father, a circus trainer, learned math skills as a card trick entertainer. Her father knew a math whiz was here. She had Goshal, which means skill, to compute with no fear. He took her on road shows to reveal her gift, showed how women in math are perfectly fit. She attained worldly fame by reaching for the sky, multiplied long numbers in the blink of an eye. When questioned, she trusted her math ability. Computers could not beat her capability. The human computer was her new title. She refused it. The mind is vast and vital. In the Guinness Book of World Records, she is named. The fastest math calculation she has claimed. A role model to girls in a STEM path, she proves women too are gifted in math. So dream of experiments and formulas too. With math, there is nothing you cannot do. And so we've got some objects to find here as well. Can you all find playing cards? There's 4 in the background. Do you see them? Do you see the playing cards, Avyan?
I see one right here, right here, right here, and right here.
Awesome. Good job. So there's, yes, 4 in the background. And what
Yeah.
playing cards have to do with Shakuntala Devi? Zoe, was that you? Right. So because it has to do with her math skills, right? Right. Because she was a card trick entertainer, her dad was able to see that she's got some really strong math skills, right? So her skills with card tricks is what revealed her gift. Very good. I love this. Okay. And then the second object to find is a computer. Who sees the computer? Do you see it? Yeah, you can just raise your hands if you can see the computer. Awesome. Yes, it's on the right side above her shoulder. And so tell me, what does a computer have to do with Shakuntala Devi? If you want to read back at the poem, what's the connection there? I'll give you like a few seconds to think about it. What does the computer remind us of about Shakuntala Devi?
She's
Avyan?
faster than a computer.
That's right. Sorry, I didn't see your hand there. That's okay. Zoe, that's great. Yes, so she can make calculations faster than a computer. Avyan, did you want to add something too? Oh, can you turn, I think you're muted right now. You can turn your audio on.
Her computer math skills. Because she can type faster than a computer.
She can do math faster than a computer. Exactly. Exactly. And they tried to give her a nickname, right? They tried to call her the human computer. And did she like that nickname? She's like, no, I'm not. I don't like that nickname. Because what did she think was more important or um, more skilled than a computer?
Math.
Say that again.
Math.
You're on the right track, right? What helps her compute her math? What does she use to solve math?
Computers.
She doesn't use computers, right? She's faster than a computer. So what is it about her?
Her brain.
Yes, awesome. Zoe, were you gonna say that, Zoe?
Yes.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Yes, her brain. And so she wanted to be known for her brain, right? And so that was the third object to find. And do you all see it in the background? Do you see it in the illustrations? Right. It's right above her head, perfectly positioned. Good job. Do I have time for one more poem?
Yes, yes, I
Awesome.
think so.
Thank you. Okay.
We have 3 more authors to read, so I would recommend just keeping it short.
Okay. How about I just read it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, last poem. Her name is Geeta Phogat. She was a groundbreaking wrestler, born December 15th, 1988. She is from Haryana, India. In a country where wrestling was only for men, Geeta defied all odds as a top 10. From a village in Haryana, her hometown, she studied and practiced till sundown. Her father, former wrestler and coach too, was thrilled to train Geeta, although taboo. A strict practice schedule, it's hard to believe. Every day, including Sunday, you see. When it's frigid, blazing in all kinds of air, in mud pits with bricks as weights to prepare. Ignoring taunts and teasing by neighbors, she stayed hati, which means strong or headstrong, when they didn't see her. Years of hard work finally turned into gold. At the Commonwealth Games, Geeta was bold. India's first female wrestler at the Summer Olympics. She continued with Worlds and put bronze in the mix. The hit film Dangal spread Geeta's story that girls can rise to all kinds of glory, changing the view towards women in sports, from the wrestling ring to the basketball court. Don't be afraid to wrestle with something new. Go master a skill that makes your heart true.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Avyan, I see you have a hand up. Did you have a question for me?
What does a groundbreaking wrestler mean?
Ah, good question. So she was a wrestler, right? So that is a type of sport, And she was groundbreaking in that she was one of the first to really to be like a you know,
Woman,
she,
woman,
say that again?
the first woman.
Yeah, like she was the first woman, I want to say like a pioneer as a female wrestler, like one of the first female wrestlers. So groundbreaking, like she really made a difference and made a change.
Like, what even do you do in wrestling?
So in wrestling, it is there's a mat, and then there's two people, and it's a contact sport. I don't, and
Yeah. It's almost like a race, right? But different kind of race.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Competition.
basically trying to push themselves out of a ring that is taped onto the mat. And so they get points to see how successfully they can kind of push each other off the mat.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
what do the winners get if they win?
So in this case, right, so she was so good at wrestling, she competed at like the highest levels in the world. So if she wins, you know, there's medals and trophies for winning, just like any other athlete that you could think of, or professional sport that you could think of.
Even though she was very good, did she also sometimes lose?
Oh, I bet, definitely. I mean, I think a lot of times what we don't see is all the struggle and challenges that people face as they approach success. So she definitely faced a lot of challenges and losses, both in the wrestling ring, that's what they call that, you know, that little circle or the area in which they wrestle, but also outside of it too, which was described in the poem, right? Like how she was treated and how she didn't have good equipment to train with when she was starting out.
Like what?
Those are really good questions.
But like, what was that thing that like was a stick?
Oh, the club bell you're asking about? I think, I'll just show this club bell. It's right here. You see that?
Yeah, but what even is it for?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So wrestling is actually an ancient sport. It has been around forever, and it's also an ancient sport in India. And so long, long, long time ago, when people would train for wrestling, they would use this club bell it's really heavy when you pick it up, and they wouldn't hit it at anyone. That's not the intention of it, but they would use it and they would swing it to help them build muscle and strength, and help get their body ready for when they actually do wrestle.
Like for like the real game?
That's right, you got it.
Also train, like, do they also train the same way as the real game?
Oh, I bet they do. Yes, definitely. I know
Avyan,
it's a fascinating topic. I went down
yes,
the whole
yes.
research
There,
of wrestling too.
Avyan, there is a very famous movie called Dangal that you should watch
Yes.
with your parents.
Yes.
You will learn everything about Geeta Fogart and her family and all the trouble she and her sister's parents went through to make sure she became a wrestler. Thank you so much, Sheetal, for reading to the kids. Love the poems. I have the book myself. My daughter loves it. Now moving on to who do we have next, Amanda?
Melissa. We have Melissa.
Oh, Melissa is not here. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so next one, Tanya. Tanya.
Yes, Tanya, you're up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Tanya and this is Zoe. My book is called Golden Chick and it's a bilingual book. And Golden Chick in Persian is Juju Talai. And my family is Persian. I was actually born in Iran. I grew up in Toronto. Zoe was born in Florida because we briefly lived in Florida for about a decade. And what inspired this book was some of you might know Persian is written in a different script. It's not written in the same script as English is written in. And it's very difficult for a lot of people to read it. So my father and I decided that we would transliterate. And the word transliterate is when you take the language and you use the script. So now we've used the phonetics of English. And Persian is usually in an Arabic script like this that you might be able to see. This is the history of Persian, but over here. And my dad suggested that for my cousins and I, who are second and third generation Persians, it would be great to have our Persian nursery rhymes transliterated and translated. So that's kind of how this project started about 5 years ago. And Zoe was just a little baby when I started illustrating, and she was my inspiration. She, you know, she's got pretty big bluish green eyes, and that's what I illustrated the chickie after. And we, Zoe together, her and I have come up with some actions that go along with the story. The first time I translated the story, the first time I translated the story, we did word for word, which many who've done translations realize it's not usually fun to read when it's that way. So then I kind of moved a little away from literal translations and made the English more poetic and rhyming as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you the story the first time through. It's very short, so I'm actually gonna read it to you a couple times because there's actions that go along with it. Do you want to read it in English first? Okay, we'll read it in English first.
Yeah, I want to read it.
You want to read it in English? Okay, so
I do the actions.
I do the actions? Okay, so Zoe's going to read it in English for you, and I'm going to do the actions. What if I show them the book, Zoe, and you do the reading for me, okay?
But I can't read it.
Memorize that, right? Zoe actually comes with me when we do the school readings, and she's helped with a lot of the presentations, so.
I'm going to do this, read it, and then show the book.
Okay, sounds good. So the first line is Chicky Chicky Golden Chick. And so this is our action. Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to tell you. Okay, sorry, go ahead, sweetie.
Chicky Chicky Golden Chick.
That's our first action.
Oops.
Okay. So I'm gonna hold it and you can read it, okay? So you got Chicky Chicky Golden Chick. And then, yeah.
Your orange beak was oh so quick.
And so our next action is like an orange beak.
That shell of yours has let you free.
And we're gonna do a flying action.
So tell me, please, how could this be?
That's where we ask a question like, how could this be?
While space was tight in my small home.
So you're in this tiny little egg, you're like scrouched in. Oh, scratched in yet?
That's what I like to do.
That's Zoe's favorite action. What's the next one?
The walls were thick as brick and stone. I caused a mighty boom and bam. As did the hero named Rustam.
Oh, she switched to Persian.
I cracked my shell and that you see. Is how I managed to be free.
Nice. So that's the end of the story now. Oh, but no, we're gonna read it through now in Persian, okay? And then we'll come back to the animals. Yeah. Oh, Zoe loves the animals. But we're gonna come back to that one more time. So I'm gonna read it to you guys in Persian now. So you might not understand.
I want to read it in Persian.
You want to read it in Persian?
Okay.
All right. So Zoe's going to do all the reading. I'm just doing the action. So.
Jude talai.
Nice.
Nokit soho hanai.
So if this was written in the original script, Zoe wouldn't have been able to read it, but she can read it now because it's in phonetics.
تخم خود را شکستی چگونه بیرون جستی گفتم کجام کی بود
Like this. Can I continue?
One action.
Okay.
Virus.
A sandwood.
A sandwich.
So it's like rock, hard and stone, right?
Behåll dadan jättekon. This was in Chinese.
Yeah.
Miss Liverstam Patravon. Toch me goed checka sam. Ingune birun jastam.
Yay. Thanks, Zoe.
Now we're actually.
Oh, so now she wants to tell you about the animals. So then at the very end of the book, we have a list of the oviparous animals. And thank you, sweetie. And Avian, do you know what oviparous animals are by any chance? I'm gonna put this here, okay?
Heard of them before.
Sorry, did you?
I've never heard of it.
You never heard of it? Yeah. So I hadn't actually, believe it or not, I hadn't heard the term oviparous until I started this project. Oviparous is actually a word that refers to animals that lay eggs. So like the chicken, like the chickie in the story, right? So these are all animals that lay eggs. And it was hard to pick my favorite 12, but I picked the ones that I wanted to illustrate, really, to be honest.
I don't think any of them have hair or fur, because I learned that the animals was only, I learned that the hair or fur animals do not lay eggs. They give live birth.
The animals with fur give, that's interesting. Well, so not including feathers, you mean just hair or fur? Yeah, you're right. I think my next book needs to be about mammals, and so maybe I will learn about that. I like that you know about that.
And
Do you have a favorite?
Your next book is
Oh, Zoe knows one of the next books already. It's a secret. You can't tell anyone yet. No secret.
Tell them.
Yeah, tell them. Okay, I'll tell them about it afterwards.
No, tell them right now.
Okay. I might have to mute my video if she starts telling you the secret of my next couple books. Because now if she tells you, then I'm committed to it, and now I have to release it, right?
Please, will you tell
Okay,
them?
I'll tell them afterwards, okay?
So tell them now.
Okay, so can I tell them? I want to tell you guys a couple other features about this book that I think are kind of neat.
And this is so cool.
Yeah, so under the dust sleeve, I found that my kids always take the dust sleeve off, and it ends up in the house somewhere. And but I knew bookstores really like the dust sleeve, so I went with the hardcover. Anyway, long story short, we decided to do a double-sided dust sleeve. So now there's a poster under the dust sleeve, and you can put the poster, thank you, you can put the poster up on your wall. It's a nice big size. Or what we really like to do for traveling purposes, you want to show them the flashcards, Zoe? We made flashcards, so we cut out each animal, and so there's like fun facts about the different animals. And when we do school,
this one's special, that's why it's golden.
Yeah, that's the golden chickie. And when we do book readings, I used to teach kids yoga, so we do a little bit of kids yoga in with the animals, and we do some breathing exercises, and you can learn about some. You wanna tell them about a couple of the fun facts?
I'm first gonna show them all.
You're gonna show them? Okay. So what do we want to tell you? Did you know, which one can I tell them about? Can I tell them about the frogs?
Just show them the picture.
Okay, I think they've seen them all. That's it. We got them all.
Oh,
so frogs close their eyes while eating. Can you believe that? So their eyes retract into their head to push their food down. And the word for frog in Persian is a kind of a funny word. It's horbage. Anyone want to try to say that one? Nice. Oh, good job. That was really good. Zoe says Zoe's Persian is actually better than mine. I tell most people because my parents speak to her in Persian all the time. And unfortunately, we don't speak Persian enough at home. My husband's not Persian, and my Persian's mediocre at best. So that's okay. And then, can I do another one, Zoe? The word for butterfly in Persian is parvane. And butterflies can't eat solid foods. They can only eat liquids. Can you imagine if you could only drink milk and water and orange juice and smoothies, and you couldn't have any like.
Don't forget you can drink
What could you drink?
our homemade milk.
Our homemade milk. Yeah, we make homemade milk. And they taste with their feet, butterflies. So that's kind of neat. And let's do one more, Zoe. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, so this is an easy word. I bet you guys can say this one in Persian. Snake in Persian is mar. And snakes smell. Yeah, that's awesome. Smell with their forked tongues. But they don't have eyelids, and they sleep with their eyes open, and they don't blink. Can you imagine how restful would your, so you're hurting me, Singh. How restful would your sleep be if you had to like keep your eyes open when you're sleeping at all times? I think my time's almost out.
That is so fun. And author Kamapala has a question for you.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even see that. Hi.
Hi, no, it's for Zoe. It's the Persian. I could hear her go with the pronunciation. I'm like, wow. How long has she been speaking? How old are you, Zoe?
5.
And how long have you been speaking Persian for? How long have you been speaking it?
How long have you been speaking it, do you know?
From 2 to 5.
From 2 to 5. Yeah, probably.
That is incredible, because I was just thinking, how is she reading that book so fluently in a different
Actually,
language?
the way she pronounces it's like kind of mind-boggling. She really has an interest in languages. Even I remember we were in the car the other day and some music came on. I was like, Zoe, this is Indian music. And we listened to it a little bit. And then she heard some Indian music just in passing. She's like, Mama, that's Indian music. And then we heard someone speaking a language, and she was able to, yeah, she has an ear. She's going to be, if she doesn't study to become an astronaut, she'll be a linguist or study linguistics in school for sure.
I think I might not get
Might not, yeah. Every day we change our mind, which is good.
Well, I have a question for Zoe. Do you know why Mama used the duck, the little beautiful illustration?
You know why I use the...
There's so many different animals, but why you decided
She used the chicky because
Chicky? Yeah, why the chicky?
of me the inspiration.
Oh,
She used my hair and my eye color.
oh,
So
that
actually,
is so beautiful.
This story is a very famous Persian nursery rhyme. So
Okay.
Golden Chick, and it kind of like English nursery rhymes, I guess. Like I found that when my dad and I were looking for stories, there weren't many that I liked the message of. You know, I feel like this one has that message of overcoming obstacles and celebrating achievements, and you know, trying to overcome something and really pushing through. And some of the other ones were about like, I don't know, a lot of scare tactics, right? But then if we think about like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty, I don't know, some of those stories I don't love the message of either. So
Mm.
it was kind of challenging finding a Persian nursery rhyme that we really liked the storyline. And then one of the next stories we started working on is about like the circle of life. And that one's also a really beautiful story. It's a little longer. It's not as quite short of a nursery rhyme. And I have a recording of my dad's sister, who's kind of like a grandmother type to me, reading it. And she read it in Turkish, actually. So we're going to translate from Turkish into Persian and then Persian into English. And then the next book, I kind of got distracted to start working on the one that Zoe was going to tell you what it was about. It was about kind of empowering women. And it touches on the women's movement that's going on in Iran right now. And hopefully she doesn't give away my title of the story. And if she does, you guys can all keep it a secret. But maybe it'll motivate me to get it out sooner. So.
Thank you so much. It's so beautiful. And thank you for all the actions and reading, Zoe. We are so happy to hear you reading the stories in both languages, and Persian sounds beautiful. So thank you so much, Tanya and Zoe.
For having
You're
us.
ready for the next story? Yes? Okay. So now we're going to have TK and join us and read us her story.
Hello, everyone. Oh my God, I'm enjoying this so much. And my book is called Punch Buggy, Let's Go, Vamonos. So it is Spanish and English, and I'm just loving all the different languages. that we're learning. And I always tell parents, the younger your children, when they're young, they can pick up languages so fast. So start early. And so that's the goal with my book. I'm a teacher, a librarian, and I wanted students to enjoy learning different languages, learning about different cultures and diversity, and just being friends with each other. So Punch Buggy is a book that helps you learn your Spanish and English colored. The characters are based off my sons and just times when we would do things when they were younger. They're now 23 and 20, but they're my characters, and we're taking a trip to their grandma's house, and we're going to play a new game called Punch Buggy. I'm going to go ahead and let you all listen to the story, and then afterwards you can ask me questions, okay? Ready?
Yes.
All
Okay. Give me
Give
2
us a
seconds
second.
to get it set and get it ready, because it's we need to get it back. Thank you. A little bit technology things, and we just want to make sure. Oh, hold on. Yes, we are right here. Alrighty, here we go. Ready for the fun game. Here we go. Check sound. Okay, can you all hear it or
Right.
see it? Okay, you can see it?
Punch Buggy, let's go. Vamonos. Written by T.K. Peoples. Illustrated by Stanley Mbamalo. Narrated by Claire Staniforth. For Kobe Kincaid Brown. If you find a book that you really want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. Quote by Toni Morrison. Let's go, guys. We have a long way to drive before we reach Nanny's house. Yay, Nanny's house, cheered Jordan and Dustin. Mom, how do we look? Jordan and his brother put on their favorite pair of sunglasses. Super cool, guys. Now grab a snack and get outside to the car, said Mom. The boys grabbed icy cold popsicles for the ride. Jordan was curious. Hey, Dustin, do you want to play a game when we get in the car? Sure, said Dustin. It's called Punch Buggy, explained Jordan. Does it mean I have to smash all the bugs that we see on the car window? No, silly, that's gross. We are going to look for cars just like Mom's beetle bug. When you see a car, you have to yell, Punch Buggy. If I see it first, I will say Punch Buggy, and then I get to punch you. But if you see it first, then you say Punch Buggy, and then you punch me. Dustin did not know the word punch, so he asked his big brother, what does punch mean? It is when you make your fist into a ball and then you hit someone, said Jordan. I don't think I like this game. My teachers always say it is not nice to hit other people. Right, Mom? That's right, Dustin. As Mom drove down the driveway, she said, Boys, I have an idea. Let's make our own Punch Buggy game and practice our Spanish at the same time. How do we do that, Mom? Asked Jordan. Well, when you see a car like mine, yell out Punch Buggy. Next, say the color in English and then in Spanish. Let's practice. What color is my car? ¿De qué color es mi coche? It's gray, answered Dustin. Wait, first you have to say Punch Buggy, Dustin, Mom said as she explained the rules. Dustin tried again. Okay, Punch Buggy gray. Ahora en español. Mom loved speaking Spanish to the boys. Huh? Dustin was confused, so Jordan helped him. Now, Dustin, say it in Spanish. Sadly, Dustin said, But I haven't learnt all my Spanish colours. Mom, I have a better idea, thought Jordan. Okay, let's hear it. Dustin can say it in English and I can say it in Spanish. I have learned all of my colours in Spanish. That's a great idea. Now let's try it one more time before we get on the road. Punch buggy grey, yelled Dustin. Gris, replied Jordan. Mom clapped her hands and said, Sí, correcto. That means you got it right, said Mom. Vámonos, let's go. Vroom, vroom. As Mom started to drive, Jordan and his brother looked out the window for the first punch buggy car. Jordan, look! Punch buggy red. Rojo, mi amigo. Punch buggy black. Negro. The boys gave each other a high five. We need a little gas, guys, so let's make a quick stop, said Mom. Oh, wow, Mom! Look! Punch buggy green! Verde! Muy bien! Very good! Punch buggy white! Blanco! Looks like that punch buggy was in an accident. We must always drive carefully, said Mom. Punch buggy brown! Café! Punch buggy purple! Morado. Punch buggy orange. Amaranjado. Punch buggy yellow. Amarillo. Mom, are we close to Nanny's house? Cheered Dustin. Yes, we are. Look, UGA, the home of the Georgia Bulldogs, said Mom. Punch buggy blue. Azul. Guess what, guys? We are here! Finally! Dustin, let's go tell Nanny about all the colours you just learnt in Spanish, said Jordan. The boys loved playing this game and couldn't wait to play it again. Spanish-English Dictionary. Gris, grey. Rojo, red. Amarillo, yellow. Verde, green. Negro, black. Azul, blue. Café, brown. Morado, purple. Amaranjado, orange. Blanco, white. ¿De qué color es mi coche? What color is my car? Ahora, now. Español, Spanish. Sí, yes. Correcto, correct. Vámonos, let's go. Amigo, friend. Muy bien, very good. Hola, hello.
Thank you. Did you guys like it? Awesome. Did anyone have any questions for me?
We loved it so much, and it reminded us of a game we played in the car. I had a almost 3-4 hour drive with just me and the two kids, and we played I Spy. But every time we did a color, the kids had to say the color in Persian, French,
Perfect.
Spanish, English. Yeah, we went like 5 because I know colors in all those languages, not a lot of words in those languages, but it helped the time go by so well. And I love this game. And Zoe says she wants you one, so thank you.
Yeah. Punch buggy, that's my favorite car. And I actually drive a blue one. So that's my inspiration for that. And punch buggy is a game we used to play when we were younger, but we don't want to teach kids to hit. We want to teach them play games a nice way. So yeah. All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's so much fun. And then the inspiration of, so fun to just merge the two languages so easily and
Yes.
play with it. I think that really is a beautifully planned out. And then
Mhm.
what's your inspiration for this book and make it like a bilingual, a kind of fun story?
So as a librarian, at first I worked 13 years as a teacher, and then I want to become a librarian. I want to have more impact on the kids at school and reach more kids. And I worked at a school that was slowly becoming bilingual. We had a lot of students that spoke Spanish. And as I'm sitting down for story time as a librarian, I'm like, oh, we don't have a lot of bilingual books that I can share. And then I said, I could write stories. As a young kid, I loved learning languages, French, Spanish, Portuguese. And then I wanted to instill that love of learning languages and learning about other people and accepting other people into students. So I wrote my first book as I was sitting thinking about ways that you could teach that would be fun for those who spoke English as well as Spanish. So we read the story. If you speak Spanish, you can say the Spanish. And then if you read English, and then we could learn from each other. Yeah.
Any questions? Yeah, Zoe. Zoe has a question.
Zoe,
Where do you live?
where?
You say where
What
does
did she say?
she wants to know where you live.
Oh, I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Atlanta,
So I
Georgia.
live in Georgia in the United States. Yeah.
I love that you put the phonetics of how to pronounce the words. I have a lot
Yeah.
of like random, I have a Portuguese book and I have like random other languages. And it troubles me sometimes that like they don't put how to pronounce things and I have to like,
Right.
Google search it so that I pronounce things properly. So I definitely appreciate that.
And I tell the kids, write how it sounds to you. Just put in parentheses, whatever it sounds like to you. I did teach Spanish for a little while, and that would help them to remember. Don't worry about the spelling. Just what letters or what sounds does it sound like to you? And it makes it easier for them.
Great. We really had such a fun time and treat from each one of the authors today. It's very touching, and actually I'm so lovely. And then as I am just listening to each one of you, and then today, if you look at the world map or the globe, you will see we're not on the same continent. Some of us are on the same continent, and some of us, somewhere else. And then we are so blessed to be here and to be together reading stories. And when all we can communicate in English, but we all bring in some unique culture and also unique languages coming into this whole event. So thank you so much. I will especially would like to thank Aditi for putting this together to connect us and to help us to connect with each other. And so I believe all of us feel so happy we can get to know each other. So thank you so much for this Multicultural Kidlit Fest. I believe this is the first time, and I believe there'll be many more coming. And thank you so much. And it's so encouraging to see all the beautiful stories, the representations, the languages, and then it surely is how we can get connected. And Aditi, I would like to pass it on you and let you do the closing.
Thank you so much. I have to give a shout out to Neha yesterday, Amita, Brunella, Charmaine is here still, Geshu, of course, and a bonus story is going to be coming for all the kids, which is a wonderful story about, I will not reveal the suspense because it's a very special story on a very unique subject by Rishma, and it's going to be coming to your inboxes, so keep a lookout on that. Thank you so much, everyone who's here. I would like all of us to unmute and give a special round of applause to our little guests, Dion, Avyan, Zoe. Thank you so much. Nancy was here. She just left. But thank you so much, kiddos, for coming and joining and sharing your time. And I hope you will keep watching the recordings. You will be getting the recordings and we will be giving out prizes. And I am going to be sending a special gift for Avyan. So please tell your mom and dad to send me their email address and I will definitely be sending you a special gift. All right.
Yes.
For being such a good listener. You
no.
definitely deserve something special.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think the curiosity,
Yes.
because you are so curious, so we become so curious.
Yes.
So thank you for helping
Avyan,
us.
give us a big
Yeah.
smile. You just won something special. Okay. Thank you so much. And I will let everyone leave. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming together. And we all know as busy moms, it's very difficult. But thank you for the little kiddos. And I know we are all doing this for the kids. And I hope we keep creating, keep inspiring, and keep entertaining.
Yes. Well, goodbye. Thank you.